In this video, I would like to show you how to do Pythagoras theorem. We will explain everything and then we'll do some questions and then we'll do some word problems. This will be everything on Pythagoras. You will also find a worksheet in the description below. You can work or do that at the end. So let's understand it first. So usually we need to first understand the hypotenuse. What's that? That's the longest side and it's always opposite to the right angle. So this is the right angle here. What's opposite to it is the hypotenuse. It's the longest side. So this side we usually call it C, the longest side. The other ones, the other two sides, can just be called A and B. A and B are not that important, the place of the name. So this one can be B and this one can be A. It's not a problem. But C should only be the longest side. Now if you look at the second shape here, which one is the hypotenuse? Which one is the longest? They sometimes flip the shape. They sometimes try to make it tricky, but it's not. Just look at the longest, the right angle, it's here. So which one is opposite to that? It's this one. So this is C. The other ones can just be A, B, B, A. It's not a problem. Now, knowing this will make me go to the next step. We need to see and understand the formula. This is important and you need to memorize it. So the formula is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay, so what's this? That's a lot. This means in the question they will give you two of them and they will ask you to find the third. That's how it works. For example, if they tell you this is 3 and this is 4 and they ask you to find x, the first thing you will do is you will call this A, this B, and this is C. And then you will just substitute here. So let's do this. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So A is 3, so it will be 3 squared plus 4 squared. Then we'll try to just finish this. Now let's do it. C squared will equal to 3 squared is 9 plus 4 squared is 16. That means C squared is 9 plus 16 is 25. Are we looking for C squared? No, we are not. We are looking for just C. So to find C, you will just do the square root for both sides. So the square root of C squared is C, and the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 25 is what number times itself makes 25, so it's 5. Now this is it. This is how it works. Now, let's look at another example to understand it better. I'll erase this, we don't need it anymore. Now we do have this nice triangle. Let's say this length is 6 and this length is 8. And they ask you to find this. You can pause the video and try it yourself. So, the first thing is we write the formula. So C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, and it's up there, which is good. Now, substitute the values. So let's call them, let's give them names. This side I'll call it A, and this side I'll call it B. And the one opposite to the right angle is C. So we now are looking for C. So C squared is equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared, isn't it? And then c squared is equal to 6 squared is 36, it's 6 times 6, plus 8 squared is 64, it's 8 times 8. That means c squared is 100. If you add these, it's 100. Are we looking for c squared? Nope, we're looking for c. So we find the square root of both. The square root of c squared is c, which we are looking for. And the square root of 100 is, what number times itself is 100? It's 10. 10 times 10 is 100. So root 100 is 10. So we got c. That's very good. Now we know how to find the missing side if it's the hypotenuse. But then, what if they give us the hypotenuse and they ask us to find them some side? This is what we'll see now. Let's apply the same method on this. If they say, to make you understand it better, I'll just use this. I'll use the same triangle here so that you get it. Now, if they tell you, or let's do another. So if they tell you this is 13 and this is 5, I wanted to use the same numbers, but let's use different numbers. And then they ask you to find this. Sorry. So the first thing you will do is you will call them, you will give them names. Opposite to the right angle, this is C. The other ones, you can call them A and B. It's just that. What do you do next? You write the formula. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared, right? Now, what are we looking for is B, right? So let's write the values. So 13 squared C is equal to A squared, which is 5 squared, plus B squared, which we don't know. Now, 13 squared is 13 times 13, it's 169, equals to 5 squared is 25, plus B squared, which we are looking for. Now, how do you find B squared? Do minus 25 here, minus 25 here. This will cancel. So what's 169? Oh, it's nice. It's written in a nice way. So let's just do it here. 9 minus 5 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. And then 1. That means 144 is B squared. But then we are just looking for B. What do? We find the square root of these numbers. So square root of B squared is B. Square root of 144 is 12, because 12 times 12 is 144. Did you get it? That's it. Now, I know what question you want to ask. What if you don't know these numbers? What if the numbers were strange? What if the numbers were fractions? What if it was decimals? This is what we want to do now. Let's look at this example. The question says this is 15.3 and this is 9.5. They ask you to find x. Don't get scared. Call them A, B, C, and relax. It's easy. C squared is equal to, oh, it's the same thing, isn't it? B squared plus A squared. It's the same thing. So after you write the formula, what do? After you write the formula, you substitute the values. Do you have C? Nope. So we write it. C squared is equal to B squared. So it's 9.5 squared. Plus what's A? It's 15.3 squared. And that's very good. Now this will definitely be calculator allowed. So grab your calculator and write this. In one step, write it. So 9.5 squared plus 15.3 squared. That's gave me 324.5 0.34. That's the answer. No, we are looking for just c. So do the square root. This is square root. This cancels that. So c is equal to the square root of 324.34. So it's the square root of the answer. Square root of 324.34. And that gives me 18.009. Now, if the question asks you to write your answer to a one decimal place, it's just going to be 18, and that's enough. Did you get it? So if there is some strange numbers, it will be a calculator allowed. So it's all right. Now it's your turn. Find this x. If this is 8.5 and this is 8.5 also. Try this one and post your answer. Now, let's look at some word problems. This is what tricks everyone. This is what's really scary, the word problems. But it's not. Don't get scared. Just relax. Now let's look at this question. The question says, John leaves the school to go home. He walks 6 blocks north and then 8 blocks west. How far is John from school? For these type of questions, you need to draw first. So going north is this way. And then going west. Alright, let me just draw again. Going north is this way. Going west is that way. You should know the directions. It's like this. North, east, south, and west. Okay? So this is north and that's west. And then the question says, how far is John from school? This is how far is it. Now let's write these numbers. So he goes 6 blocks north. That's north. And he goes 8 blocks here. So we need to find this. We did similar question, right? Now here, this is a right angle. So this is C. That's A, that's B. Just to remind you, A and B doesn't matter. You can just write it here or there. So C squared is A squared plus B squared. That means C squared is equal to A squared is 36 because it's 6 plus 6 plus B squared is 64 because it's, it's 6 times 6 and this is 8 times 8. So C is equal to, what's 36 plus 64? It's 100. So C is root 100, which is 10. And that's it. This is a nice question. Now let's look at another word problem. What is the length of a diagonal of 10 by 15 rectangle? That's a nice question. Let's draw the rectangle. I just want to draw it here. This is a nice rectangle. Let's assume it's nice. So this is 10. Sorry. And that's 15. They ask you to find the diagonal. Do you know what the diagonal is? It's this line. This is called diagonal from one vertex to the opposite. Now, to answer this question, let's erase this. Let's just look at the right angle triangle. So it's this. Now this is it. So the diagonal is C. C squared is equal to A squared, which is 10 squared, plus B squared, which is 15 squared. To make it faster in your calculator, so it's equal to the square root of this squared plus that squared. The calculator can do all this in one step. So grab your calculator and follow me. So the first thing, write the square root sign, and then write 10 squared plus, and then write 15 squared. And you'll get the answer directly. So it's 18.02775. If the question says give your answer to 2 decimal places, it's 18.033. 3, isn't it? Because this is 2 and the next number is more than 5. So we round the 2 up to be 3. How was it? Did you get this question? Now look at the next question. The question says, alright, let me just zoom in. Oh, it's difficult to read it. So the next question will be part of your homework. I'll upload it in the file below. So try. Can you read it now? It's difficult to read, right? Alright, I'll post it in the document. So try to do it and post your answer. And that's all.